Christopher Sideris in the Dookie Boy realm.
All right, guys. It's only 3:56 in the fucking morning, but trip update report. So this is an old-fashioned video where I just talk into a camera and don't have any humans to fucking communicate with. It's a little weird. It's weird. The majority of my channel was me doing it this way, and now this way feels weird. I've gotten so used to doing the goddamn stream thing, but so what was this video about? Oh yeah, trip update report. So so do I hate shrooms? Like 80%. Yeah, I would say yeah. They're just not my doc, baby. Not my drug of choice. Or that would be doc. I don't know why I always think choice starts with a T in my mind. It's like, dude, that's a fucking C, but my doc. Man, fucking shrooms, just the feeling it gives me in my body I don't like. That unsettling feeling of like not being comfortable, that or that just where I don't know. Maybe it's something only I experience, but I can only speak from my perspective. But that, like, where I almost just like don't want to move. I get like almost like stuck. Like if I go to fucking sit on the toilet for finish my business, whatever's going on, I'll end up sitting on that motherfucker for an hour because I just get stuck. Not stuck. I mean, I'll just sit there for that long. I mean, I don't know. I'm not stuck, but I almost like I don't explain. Like I almost get like stuck in. I don't like that so much. So let me talk about. I mean, my whole stream was basically me bitching about how it felt or whatever. So I'm not a fan of the feeling. 100%. I'm not a fan of that. But then there are beautiful moments. So there was actually quite a few beautiful moments with this last one. So what happened? That was weird. I can't remember now. I'm really cool. Oh, say so like so when I was sitting on my porch and my porch, my my front ramp, and I was looking off into the water past the there's a berry bush right out here, and then a tree, and then the water, and then I was just like looking that way, and because of the way the trees were moving, so what I sort of do is I sort of when I'm experiencing a visual, I sort of embrace it and I focus on it. Or no, I don't focus on it. What do I mean? I mean let me I gotta say this shit right. I actually didn't check if my shit was working. Hopefully, this isn't a fucking muted video. A lot of people see the geometric patterns and stuff when they close their eyes. So that's sort of what life looks like when it's just being life. So, but I don't focus actually. I sort of rest my eyes. I sort of rest my eyes, and I look at stuff through not through my eyes. I don't know. It's like the eyes are happening. I see the visual of sight happening, but I sort of look at it from damn, what am I trying to say here? I don't know how to explain it. I sort of rest my eyes, but it looked amazing and beautiful. Anyways, the all of life was happening in that moment. Not just happening, but connected to it, feeling it, one with it. Uh, Crazy too. It was when I was just. This is gonna sound crazy, but and I don't even know what kind of bird it was, but it was. But anyways, so when I was doing this, I really felt one. I like really felt one with everything, and the tree felt alive to me, alive and or conscious, you could say. The bushes felt conscious, the water felt conscious, everything felt like consciousness. But when I was in this moment, while just looked beautiful, it almost looked like this is a weird description because you don't imagine these colors, but sort of like those stained glass windows you see in churches and stuff that are real beautiful and intricate. But reality sort of looks like that when it's all happening at once. It looks very I don't know how to explain it, but I know I'm not doing a good job. I'm visual, so I explain everything visually. Uh, but each like so like here, how can I explain this? So here's the branches, and here's the other objects in the background, right? And it creates little shapes in between, and all of this was moving, and each one of those shapes almost looked like a beautiful geometric. It was gorgeous, and there's no way to describe the way it looked other than that, man. I don't know how else to explain it. Everything became alive. But when I was in this moment, or well, this hour, I was out there. So the whole, not the whole hour out there was great. But in this moment, I didn't just feel connected. I'm pretty sure I was because I sort of called on an animal interaction. I wanted some sort of more than a lizard, more than, and man, I swear to God, the second that I uh, thought it, um, so I'm kind of like looking like this over my left shoulder, and like I said, the trees here, everything, it's a you know, we don't live in the most beautiful place in the world, but I love my little area. I think it's beautiful, and it just looks beautiful. And I was sitting there and having my moment, and I glance over, and there's a little bee's nest right in the upper right part of the fucking front door. And he's doing his thing. He's just a bee. He's like living his little bee life. He's building his little nest thing. And bugs annoy me. I'm not a fan of bugs. There's certain ones that I like. The rest of them can go fuck themselves if they bite, if they sting. I'm just not a fan of them. Uh, Definitely not a fan of these fucking Florida mosquitoes, especially in the last month, bro. They've been unbearable, man. But it is that time of year, I guess. But and that bee was beautiful, man. Like it was beautiful, and it wasn't just a bee. It was me. It was the doorway that it was building its nest in. Uh, and everything happening all at once like that looked beautiful to me in that moment. I'm a soul trap guy, sort of. Like, I think we're either being tormented by a demonic god, or if there is a god, I don't think that there is a god. But what kind of god would create a reality such as this? It's just like this makes sense to me. But either God's sadistic and fucked up and evil, or we're in a simulation. So for me to have my all is one in beautiful moments, it's like I don't know. That's so. Is the drug deceptive? Is the are the shrooms really deceptive entities, or open us up to channel deceptive entities? Well, like what's going on there? I'll tell you what, though, the whole one is love and everything's connected. I just had a deja vu. Uh, from a few years ago. I seen that deja vu. Actually, on a video I was making, I seen that deja vu that I just had. But that was interesting. Anyways, but it also fucking maybe I don't know. That's what I was saying. Like our entity, like what's going on there? Because it felt good to feel that way. It does. It feels good to feel like life is beautiful. That even the bee is beautiful in a weird way. A bug that would normally annoy me, or wasp. Maybe not bee. No, I'm sorry, not bee. Wasp. Wasp. But he was beautiful, man. Like this one looked badass. He had like a double chambered body. He was like most badass like looking wasp I've ever seen in my life. Like he was just badass look. He looked like the sports model or something. Like I don't know, man. He had like good genetic wasp parents or something. Like this dude came out looking tough, dude. He had like extra big wings, everything. I mean, he's like his body was like even like I don't know, it was like a double chambered body. Like he was like bending around as he was coming around. Like I'd never seen one move like that. This dude looked tough, bro. I was like, that's a badass wasp, bro. But he was beautiful. I'm a fan of wasps, but in that moment, he was beautiful. And you say, oh, it's the shrooms are deluding me in a way. Uh, or are they? What, like, again, what's going on there? Now, people all over this world are going to fucking, oh, this one, and enter the spiritual cult shit. And I think that those people have had similar experiences to this, but they just, locked right into it. And this is their new reality type shit. I question everything. I've always been that way. I just don't trust anything and believe anything. Like if it sounds too good to be true, usually it is. Because I know on a deeper level that's not a beautiful wasp. It's going to have a wasp's life that's really not all that important in the scheme of things. Maybe get killed by, I don't know, maybe a dragonfly or something else that hunts wasps in the process of living his little wasp life. It's really not all that beautiful. Nature's gross when you look at it under a microscope. Yes, at a distance, especially on shrooms. Oh, it's all so beautiful, and the trees are meh. And then he's like, okay, now it's time to get out the old Inspector Gadget thing. Let's look at it for real. And it's like you see this bug eating this bug and that bug, and then this thing's in that, and then that thing eats the worm, and then it's just like, everything's eating everything. And like, it's like, whoa, what the fuck? I thought it was beautiful, but it's actually like all of the living things in it are struggling. They're either predator or prey in any given moment. Everything in this realm is either predator or prey. That's the law of the realm. That's the law of the realm. It even works in humans too. It even works in humans. It's like you call it like a law of physics written into the realm or something. There's a predator prey thing. If you're predatory minded, things will work out for you. It's just the way it is. I don't like that. I'm not preaching that shit. I think most predatory minded people are nasty people by nature because, well, just look at the fruit that they bear. Like, look at all the people that got up to the highest places and then look at what the realm produces. It's like, oh, these people don't give a fuck about nobody but them damn selves type of shit. But, um, so, yeah, I had the cool moments out there. I had the one where I looked in the sun or whatever fucking T told me to go look in the fucking sun. And, so okay, how did that happen? Like I go out. Oh yeah, I was going to go out there, I was telling my brother, I'm like, yo, dude, if if, like basically if you see me talking to a wall, so I was just giving him a heads up, like don't fucking call the ambulance, like I'm on shrooms type of shit. And he's like, I know, yeah. What if if your fucking heart starts going bad or something, I'm gonna really. It's like bro, chill. It ain't really like that serious, but I was like, yeah, dude, of course. Like, if I'm really dying, yeah, call the fucking ambulance. Don't let me fucking like if you see me sitting there like fucking seizing and fucking foam coming out my mouth. Yeah, motherfucker. Don't wait it out. Like thanks for letting me know, bro. And he's being a loving brother, but anyways, like yeah, I know. But I went out. I looked at the sun. And in that moment, I really wasn't feeling that shit. I was just like, ugh, man, if I could get this feeling off me. Like, I was more annoyed by it. Just like, this isn't an enjoyable experience. But, anyways, I go out, I look at the sun, and man, I looked at the sun. Like, I didn't, take my time with it. No, I walked out and looked right at that motherfucker. So, the first thing it did is fucking almost instantly blind me. But what was weird was the feeling of the light of the sun going into my eyes felt different this time. It I don't know how to explain it. Like I just felt like something else happened there, and almost like using a muscle I don't use that often or something. I don't know how to explain it in my eyes, and but I looked at the sun instantly. Like instantly, I felt dread, like Like if you could imagine, like I mean, this is just the way that I perceive it, and you got to keep in mind too when I'm saying these stories or these things. These entities, if they are entities, they communicate in imagery. Sometimes what they're showing me, it's not what they're saying, it's what they're trying to say, and that's my brain's way of seeing it or making sense of it. It's actually my brain that tries to organize these communications, you could say. That's the way that I see it. But anyways, so sorry guys, I'm licking my lips. I'm licking my lips. I'm a little dehydrated. If I'm licking my lips, because I'm dehydrated. I just sweat out like 4 gallons of fucking. I don't know where it goes, where it comes from. I am hella like I can tell I'm dehydrated looking at me, but give me another day, I'll be all right. But but anyways, so what was it? Oh yeah, the sun. When I looked at the sun, instantly I felt like this. Again, this is just the way that my brain perceives it. Like if you could imagine God being forced to be God, like God doesn't have a say so. Imagine this. Imagine you're God and you never got a say so for your experience. Like you just exist. You don't know why you exist, where you came from. You just exist. And all you have is you until you create something. Um, and that's the way that I perceive it. But like he's traumatized by the experience. Like, I mean, like traumatized. Like his brain is broken from his experience or something. I know this sounds crazy, but I'm just telling you the message I got, dude. And uh, it was almost like, okay, so I'll just say it the way it fucking I experienced. It was almost like he was saying, like, you don't know what it's like to be me. And I felt it. I felt it. And T's over here telling me I wasn't feeling good. And T's like, "Hey, go look in the sun, bro. That's gonna help you." Like that did not help me, dude. But he was just like almost like God, and I wanted to like, well, I wanted to weep for him the way it felt. Like I don't know, like he himself is tormented by his own bizarre predicament or something. I mean, I don't know, but again, but what does that mean? Is that what's actually going on, or is that just the way that I received the message? What is it saying to me? And that was the feeling I got. Was this like it was just like um, because I hate God. I'm being honest. I hate him. I hate everything about him. I curse him. If I could kill him, I would. I'm not a fan of God because I've seen what human beings are subjected to in this reality, and I'm like, whoa, man, that's not cool. Wait, who did this? God did it? I'm not a fan of that motherfucker. You want to go and bow to him? Then you're a demon worshiper in my perspective. But so like I hate God. Like don't even talk, motherfucker. I don't even like you. Uh, but in that moment, I wanted to weep for him. I wanted to cry for his situation. Because it's not like he says it. It's not like it says it to you. It's like you feel it. It's an emotion and a feeling. But I've been trying to decipher that one, like thinking, like, what could that mean? I don't know what that means. Um, that could be my own reflection. It will. So what could also be happening is that I am God, or we are God in a sense. We are God's fragmented or something, and I'm seeing back my own internal struggles. You don't know what it's like to be me, and that's probably why it's so emotional to me. It moves me so much. You know what I'm saying? That could be what's happening. But it was just interesting that all happened in the same second that I looked in the fucking sun and got blinded. And then, oh yeah, and also after getting this fucking traumatizing, bizarre situation, uh, I had closed my eyes. I remember it hit me so hard that I remember I took a couple steps back and I went, ugh! And I remember I blinked and I closed my eyes, and because the sunspot or whatever, the blue spot, and I've talked about this before, just during meditations or sun gazing meditations. What's weird is I love sun gazing. I've done it probably 4 times, and every single time it's been amazing. But I don't keep doing it. I don't know why I don't do that more often. But anyways, I would always talk about like so sun gazing and then focusing on the color left when you close your eyes. There's like always this blue glowing orb. For me it's blue, and if you truly like rest your eyes and focus on it, what does that mean? Rest your eyes and focus on it. How can I say that? I don't know how to say that. Okay, so how do I say that? Hmm. So imagine resting your eyes completely. Your eyes could be closed, open. Your eyelids could be closed, open, sort of like crocodile closed like they are now, but just completely resting your eyes. Like your eyes are objects, like see through your face. And that's sort of what I do with my eyes. I don't know how to explain it. See through my face. What did I just say? That sounds so stupid. See through your face. People are going to be like, you want me to go look in the mirror, motherfucker, and hope that I can see out the other way? So I think, okay, here's what I think's going on. I don't know if it's like a third eyes thing, or I think that we have a spirit behind our eyes or in our head somewhere, maybe in our chest. I don't know. We have a spirit. Look through that motherfucking thing. Like, don't look through your eyes. And, but, anyways, I sort of did that, what I'm talking about, because the fucking blue orb was bigger than I'd ever seen it, even when I was doing the sun gazing show. It was bigger than I'd ever seen it. And man, that motherfucker became beautiful, and it started showing me like these heaven realms, these like beautiful. They look sort of like the city in like Disney World, like how that looks with all the fucking pokies and circular shapes, like almost like that, but very beautiful and divine. Like everything's made of gold, and just show it would show me these like landscapes that were heavenly, beautiful, like heavenly fucking landscapes. And well, how could you not? And oh, I almost said, and I feel like I'm at peace when I'm looking at it, but how could you not? I'm just saying they're heavenly landscapes. Like they just put me in such a beautiful mood. Not a realm like this one. It doesn't look ugly and harmful and full of nastiness and misery and violence. But they look like beautiful heaven realms, what it shows me. Again, is that deceiving me? What's going on there? Some people that like are into the astral projection, the psychonauts or whatever. People would say, you know, well, Shengel I think would say that as a human, you're doing more when you're sleeping than you realize. You're actually like building realms. You're sort of doing stuff in the astral that you don't realize you're doing. Um, I think that that's true. I don't know. I think that there's something to that. I don't know why the fuck I went down that rabbit hole. I lost my train of thought. What the fucking point I was gonna make? Um, but it was something about I was talking about how like I don't understand it because it's just like what's going on? Because I feel like I'm being deceived too. It's like you could say the shrooms are a great teacher. You could say, oh, they teach you things, and they do. Well, just in a basic sense, they open up new neural pathways in your brain for the most part. Almost every fucking peer reviewed study says that. So even the scientists can't lie about that one. So uh, even on that sense, just doing them for that, I understand all that. Oh god, am I running out of time? Oh yeah, I have a limit on this, don't I? I have a limit on this fucking thing. I still got like 5 more minutes. Okay, so what the fuck's the point that I'm trying to make? I don't know. I just all the experiences and stuff, they're beautiful. Um, so you can enjoy shrooms, but so I'm not doing this shit to enjoy it. so much. I use the weed as a cope. I don't enjoy it. I only enjoy weed when I haven't smoked for a long time and I get really high. That's when I truly enjoy weed. Um, I'm not doing this shit for fun, really. Uh, I'm doing this shit to learn something or to get closer to the truth. And all the love and light and everything is one stuff seems disingenuous to me. So who's lying to me? Is it the soul trap community or the simulation community? Whatever you want to call what the fuck ever I am. I keep trying to put myself in a box, but I'm really not in any of these boxes. I'm really not in any of these boxes, bro. But one sec, guys. All right, but yeah. Anyways, so uh, who's who's being deceiving? Because either the shrooms and that stuff's being deceptive, or my sober-minded thoughts are being deceptive. It's one or the other. I feel like this place is a trap or a simulation, a hell realm, whatever. Uh, now what? Should I take shrooms and enjoy the experience? Well, you could say that's a form of ignorance, right? That's like sort of like Cypher going back into the Matrix. Like, I just want to have some enjoy and enjoy it. If you're doing it for fun, but again, I'm not here for fun. I'm here to fucking learn something. I'm here to spread truth. I'm here to get a message. Give me some sort of transmission. Give me something of substance. I'm not here to fucking party. It's probably shrooms are probably a great party drug. Like everything will look dope, and uh, I don't know how well I would communicate on shrooms. Well, I could have conversations, but they're going to be very all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But they're probably a great party drug. But I'm not. I'm more like a shaman approach. I think just like I'm not man here to fucking jerk off and have a good time. I'm here to fucking learn what the fuck is going on in this godforsaken hell realm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see what the fuck's going on. I want to see the code. I want to see. I want to fucking see what Dingo Thoughts over there has seen, bro. Uh, I need to talk about his shit because his shit is crazy, bro. I mean, that's some crazy shit. That's some crazy shit that he's saying over there. It's weird to me that more people aren't talking about that. I mean, it's unbelievable to me. It's unbelievable to me that more people aren't talking about that shit. It's just like, dude, this guy like literally found code in fucking reality. Like, so okay, I don't know how many new subscribers I have. I don't know. I do videos that get supposedly over 20,000 fucking views, but ain't nobody joining. But I don't know how many motherfuckers my channel. That's like I can't get out of the. I can't get 2K. Been doing this shit for a minute too, but why does that matter to me? With really, like, what am I doing here? I'm trying to spread truth. It's like if I can't even talk to less than fucking 2,000 people, it's like I'm not doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? It's not a fame thing or a fucking. I don't give a fuck about fame or none of that. But I don't know. I still think DMT is like that's what that dude says to me is crazy. But it's a static thing that keeps happening though, which is crazy. So like I do want to talk about that dude's channel because again, I just don't think enough people talk about his shit. Um, so supposedly, if you take the spirit molecule, DMT, dimethyltryptamine, supposedly we create it in our brains. We create it when we're born. We create it when we die. We create it when we dream. I don't know any of that shit. I'm just repeating shit I've heard. I'm regurgitating. But according to him, every time he does it, like every time he does it, a fucking this is not random delusions or hallucinations. Again, these are static experiments. But anyways, every time he does it, a command console appears in his fucking living room. That's got like circular screens and monitors. It's very futuristic. It's got like these screens that are like hologram screens, sort of like the way he explained it was sort of like what's his name, Iron Man. I guess Iron Man had a computer like that. I don't know. I didn't watch the Iron Man, or if I did, I can't remember. But the floating hologram screens, and he says this thing pops up every time he does it. If he smokes it in the backyard, if he smokes it in the fucking front yard, if he smokes it in the dining room, it doesn't matter. Every time. If he goes to his living room, the command console's there. It's got scanners and stuff. He said even one time he's seen one of the monitors scan one of the people that was around him at the time. He said that only happened once. He said he never really seen it scan somebody else except for that one time. But just how's that? A static hallucination over and over again? That's not that doesn't make sense. So is there something weird going on there that by taking this molecule in the conscious state, he's tapping into some sort of alternate dimension or frequency and he's seeing things that don't make sense, but other people can see the things that he's seeing. I don't know if other people have seen his command console thing, but other people have seen the code, the entities that are in the code realm, I guess you could say. Um, the weird anomalies, like when you, this is going to sound crazy. So basically, what they do is they use DMT. DMT is supposedly it's in all living things. You can extract it right out of tree bark. That's actually where people get it, the mimosa tree or something like that. But you use this substance and it sort of taps you into a different frequency. Some people use a substance, they call it the spirit molecule. Some people think they talk to God, they talk to entities. These entities have intelligence, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a fuck what some people say. I give a fuck about what's static and repeatable. The second we get into some people say, I'm like, but what's static and repeatable, which is weird, is that they'll smoke DMT and then they'll look into a diffracted laser. It's basically just a spread it out laser on a wall. Diffracted like sounds very complicated. I don't know what they do. What do they put a fucking screen in front of the laser or something? I don't know. They diffract the laser on a wall, and then you can get up on the laser and look into it and see code running behind the surface of reality. No, excuse me. So, and according to them, again, the images that are in the code are static. So, like, you can have one laser up here, one laser down here, and you'll see this part of the code when you go down and look through the bottom laser up here, and you'll see the same shit looking downwards from the upper. It'll be in that spot, but from that direction, which means the image they're seeing behind physical reality, which seems to be a projection of some sort, if this is true. Um, uh, it's static, and it's not just behind the surface. It's not just in walls. If you put your fucking arm up to the motherfucker and look, you'll see it. This code. Something else that's weird. So he basically said it's hard to write this code down. It looks sort of like a mixture of like Hebrew, ancient Japanese, maybe I don't know. The code moves too quickly. It moves too quickly, and there's too many different characters, and it's sort of moving sporadically. So he says it would be you would have to have some sort of brain interface thing um, to somehow record your vision because it goes too fast to make out the digits. And I guess some people are working on these digits. They've gotten like some ones that he says, yeah, that's definitely what they look like. But okay, cool story. You see code behind. What else you seeing in that motherfucker? Well, according to them, there's entities in there sometimes. Like looking back at them, looking back at them. Like that's weird, dude. That's creepy and cringy. Something else that's really weird. If they use a fucking blue laser, and I might be getting these colors mixed up. I'm not good. These are semantics. I don't care about semantics. But if they use a blue laser, and this may be green again, I don't know. But if they use a certain color laser, I think it's green. Or no, maybe it was blue. they'll see a fucking recycling bin prompt looking thing around all the objects that are in the little digital world place. That's fucking weird. And what the fuck does that mean? Like unbelievable. What the fuck are we talking about? Like this reality is literally like a simulation. In certain layers of the simulation, there's even like prompts around physical objects. It's a fucking video game reality. We are something else's technology. This place must be a simulation. So, again, does that mean that God is evil? Who's God? Who's God? If this is a simulation, if we are Grand Theft Auto 7 or 8 or 10, whatever, I'm telling you, when they reveal the next one, 7, it's just they're gonna drop the curtains. They're gonna say you're in it. Then there is no God. This thing wasn't created for you and for your gods. Now, the human program may have been uploaded into the AIs, and that's why we feel something's wrong here, because we're programs of an original reality. Um, oh yeah, that was the other thing in the trip. I'm sorry. Uh, Let me finish this part first. We are programs. It's weird. It's interesting the way my mind will do that. Just throw me an intrusive thought at an important part. But we are programs. Okay, like if we made a great game right now and we made those characters, we would make them in our image, right? Like their program would be to, get up, hug their loved ones, say, okay, honey. It wouldn't be like to get up, run, jump through your fucking bedroom window head first, do a fucking barrel roll, grab a bat, run across the street, smash the first person you see in the head with it, start doing cartwheels, uh, because that's if you put that into the game, people wouldn't be behaving properly. Like they'd be doing weird shit. If you gave them true sentience, they'd be all over the place. So you have to give them a program. And that program, if it feels like a real human, because that's all they know to make for the program, like the AI, it's made from real humans, right? Like our programming's from real humans. When they put that into the game, though, that's evil to me. For the unfortunate, suffering, fucking like you should never make a video game sentient or AI smart or feel human, you could say. You should never make a video game feel like a real person. That's evil. Yeah, that's what I would say. No, but the other thing that I want to say about the trip was so I think I seen who I really am. And I remember when I did the stream with Shangel, he's like, man, when if you seen what Hillary Clinton actually looked like on the other side, like in the astral realm, she's this fucking weird, like creepy looking, weird looking ass motherfucker, like octopus jiggly ass shit. And I was like, man, for real, what the fuck? But then when I was talking to him, I was like, well, what do you look like in the astral? And he's like, I'm fucking all weird and jiggly too. And I'm like, what the fuck, man? What are you? You're an octopus man too, bro? What the hell? I said, well, how the fuck am I going to trust you then? I said, what if I died? And I'm in the astral, and you showed up to me like that, bro. Fucking jiggly octopus man. I'm gonna be like, this is you're an archon. I'm gonna try to eat you. Like I'm gonna attack you. And he was like, I'm like, don't, because I said to him, well, how am I gonna see you? And he's like, well, you'll see me like Shengil, like how you see me now. And I was like, but what if I demand you show me your true form and then you become the octopus dude? I'll be like, you're a fucking liar. You're an archon. And he was like, dude, your real form may look like that or whatever. And I'm like, hell, I ain't no fucking jiggly octopus, dude, but I am sort of something different that isn't human. It's sort of like that geometric pattern you see when your eyes are closed, it's sort of like that is what I am. I'm sort of this geometric energy creature or something. Like sort of like all connected and moving and like all in itself. I don't know how to explain it. I don't know. But my real actual form's this sort of like moving geometric weird looking thing, but it's not human looking. Like it's not a human being. It's not human. It's some sort of, this was something I said to Shangela on a message I left him. What did I say? It was, I was like, dude, what if we are what we think archons are, or whatever? Like, what if we are the essence that's feeding off the physical experience? Like, right? Because we all agree, almost everybody, even most NPCs, you could say, agree that we aren't the body, that we are the essence that powers the body. Well, okay, so we're this spirit thing that you can't see. We just know it exists like energy. You're the energy thing. We call it a soul, a spirit, whatever. But you're the energy thing that powers this physical experience thing, avatar, to have this experience. You are the fucking archon that's feeding off the human experience. If you're not the physical body, if this ain't you, you're the essence that powers the physical body, then you're the essence that's feeding off the human experience. I mean, I didn't say all that in the message. I had just said something sort of similar to that, just to get him the message. It was quicker, but I can't remember exactly what I said. Anyways, yeah, so that's my updated trip report. I don't know why I got into the whole dingo thoughts thing. Well, I mean, it relates to simulation, uh, but I don't know what's going on there. I feel like I'm being deceived. Like, what does it show me as my true form? What does it show me as, oh, things are one in light and love and everything's beautiful, even those wasps. And they were beautiful. In that moment, it was very beautiful. The way the lighting was, the way the lighting hit the walls, the way it bounced off the leaves and the glares off of the windows, and everything was beautiful. Um, is that deceiving or is that true? And again, I don't know, but that way feels better. To feel like everything's one, love is light. It does feel better to be ignorant, absolutely. Anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up, guys. Good old fashioned Christopher Sedaris, no interaction video. Sort of boring from my perspective, but anyways, I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.